Hello and welcome to another Batman video, and today we are going to talk about The Dark Knight Rise. The new cast in these movies, we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Anne Hathaway, and Tom Hardy as Bane. We started the movie with Bane on the plane. We see Serena Kyle is stealing Bruce Wayne's mother necklace in his own house. We got a new look of the Batcave, and fortunately enough for the Batcave in the Dark Knight, it was in a certain area in a way. Now he's like back into like the Batcave and stuff, but he like transformed new things. We have like a crazy scene of Selena Kyle are like fighting people trying to get what she wants. We got Office Blake is figuring it out of Bruce Wayne is Batman. Bruce's wife took his car.
My wife?
But it's Selena Kyle. Batman used the bat away from the cops. Batman and Catwoman had a chat. And unfortunately enough, Catwoman did almost exactly the same thing to Batman.
Miss Kyle. So that's what that feels like.
Alfred told Bruce about Rachel actually picked Harvey over himself. And then Miss Tay actually made a baby with Bruce Wayne, and fortunately enough, we know who the baby is. Batwoman stabbed Batman in the back, and then we have this crazy Batman versus Bane. All the cops are going down where the sewer and the tunnels. And then it was basically an explosion from Bane at the football game, and then he also killed the mayor at the football game, and pretty much like half of like the football team and stuff. So a lot of the cops are like trapped under the tunnels. Bruce is trying to get out of the prison, but fortunately he failed. Later on, Bruce pretty much took more tries to get out of prison, and unfortunately at this time without no rope, he fortunately got out. And then we have this crazy like cops versus bad guys, and we got Catwoman helping Batman this time. And we fortunately found out of who is the child also got out of the prison. Same thing what Bruce had to do and stuff. And it was actually Miss Tate, but it was not really Miss Tate. She is actually Ra's al Ghul's daughter. But Bruce thought enough of Bane was the son of Ra's al Ghul. But that was no of it. It was actually the daughter of Ra's al Ghul is the child got out of prison, and then Bane actually helped Ra's al Ghul's daughter to get out of the prison. Batman actually said his last words and then also kissed to Catwoman. And then he also told Gordon of who he was under the mask.
Bruce Wayne.
And so now Gordon actually know who's Batman. And then Batman basically took the bomb away from the city of Gotham, and then he basically sacrificed himself with the explosion. So we're like figuring out enough of Batman is dead. And then they fortunately enough have two funerals because there was different lives of Batman. One for Batman as a hero of Gotham, and then fortunately for Alfred, Gordon, and Officer Blake was at Bruce's funeral and stuff. And the most person was like very emotion the whole time was basically Alfred.
I failed you.
Officer Blake found the Batcave, and then fortunately for Alfred, he went on his vacation because there's nothing really him to do and stuff. But he actually had this vision enough. He saw Bruce Wayne across the other side of the table where he's sitting and eating his food. And fortunately enough, who was there? Bruce Wayne. And fortunately, he was with Selena Kyle and stuff. So That just shows enough Batman didn't die. That is it for The Dark Knight Rise. I really like this movie. It really ended the story of these three trilogy movies all together. I actually did hear about if Heath Ledger didn't die and stuff, they could actually had the Joker in the third one and stuff, but fortunately he passed away. But they also had like Colin Murphy was in all three of them. The crazy thing is, Bane is like mostly the main villain of this movie, but it's crazy enough of Tom Hardy because he plays Venom in the Marvel cinematic from Sony. But it's crazy enough of Bane is just huge, you know. I also realized enough of what Joseph Gordon-Levitt character he plays Officer Blake, but now I figured things out enough of like, okay, this could be like a Robin type of character into the movie. Fortunately, we're not gonna see nothing forward from this point. But a lot of people are saying he could be Robin as like Dick Grayson and stuff. But I don't know. I don't thinking it's Dick Grayson because it's so interesting enough of this Batman with Christian Bale. We don't really have a typical Robin in this movie and stuff. Like we saw Robin in the Val Kilmer and George Clooney Batman, and it feels like that Batman is in one universe because they use the same actors as their characters and stuff, but just change different things. So what I believe of enough of we just don't really got Dick Grayson or Jason Todd in this universe of Christian Bale and stuff. And I thinking Officer Blake, fortunately for his, because there is actually a Robin named Tim Drake. So I have a feeling that could be Tim Drake as Joseph Gordon-Levitt played in this movie and stuff. And also he figured it out of enough of Bruce Wayne as Batman, and that was also in the comics and stuff. Like Tim Drake is basically a very smart character, and I just thinking enough of Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a really great job of playing this character as like an officer and a side character and stuff. So that's just my thought. I don't know. This is not 100% enough of like, okay, this could be like one of the Robins and anything, but my theory enough, I think this is Tim Drake and stuff. But I also enjoyed it, especially in a Hathaway. Now we are completely done with the Christian Bale Batman and stuff, and I'm actually going to stop doing Batman movies. We are gonna keep talking about Batman, but they're not gonna be as Batman movies. So fortunately for that, now next is going to be in the Zack Snyder Disney movies and stuff. So next will be Man of Steel, the guy Superman and stuff. So get hyped for that if you're looking for that and stuff. Hopefully you like this video. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more content like this. Have a nice day and thank you for watching.